Welcome to the inaugural live edition of Hump Day with Eddie and Donny, and all the comments and statements by Eddie Buffalo and Donny Lowe are purely for entertainment purposes. We're going to try to be entertaining. Me and Donny usually we do marketing on Wednesdays and Tuesdays, but I'm like, let's do a quick one real quick, because my internet has been so I figured the best way to get content out is doing it live. What do you think, Don?
Yeah, I think that's true. We'll see how it goes. And just follow, subscribe. We're on 34, I believe, venues where you can listen to us or view us. Mm-hmm. So we appreciate the likes and the shares. And hit that fan mail button so that your comments can go right to Eddie B. And he loves to interact with you. And it's probably material for future shows, so please do that.
Sometimes I like, talking to people. Sometimes they're kind of salty, But it just goes to show you, no matter what, they're still watching. Do I look like a priest today, Don?
Yeah, just about. That Under Armour logo, it looks like. But
when was your last confession, Donny?
It's probably too long ago.
Right. I remember having to go to all the time, and growing up Roman Catholic, I remember, you go through the whole thing when you're in second grade, you make the first penance, and I remember just standing there outside of the confessional for my, first penance, and it's like, what the hell do you talk about? You're a little kid. Yeah. I threw a rock at my friend Jimmy next door.
I took my brother's piece of candy.
I feel bad, but I really don't feel that bad about it.
I know.
You are very futuristic this morning. You're like I don't know. It's like your lines are just all over the place. Technicolor.
Yeah, that's what happens. I know.
Donny Lowe in his Technicolor dream coat.
That's right. It's new technology.
I just shot a text over to Sassy Sarah because she's struggling today. She's training people, which is always fun.
Yeah.
Well, what did you say, Don? What's training?
Well, you know what? Training, you got to do it if you're expanding your business. Yes. Training's part of the process.
Yes.
I was a long time ago when I was interviewing for a job. I had a great manager, potential manager, and all the generic, or not generic, but the regular questions they ask you. But he made the statement, we like to train and get you promoted. And so, a question that I asked was, all right, what do I have to do to be in your position in a few years? And he said, oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. Time for shots.
Shots.
Yeah. So, it just shows that you want to learn, you want to grow.
Is that working, Don?
Oh, look at that.
Not working. Dang it.
I see it. That's pretty cool.
Ooh, scary, Don.
It is scary. But anyway, it's part of the process.
It is. And, I always hate when they say, okay, you can ask a lot of questions. There's nothing like this stupid question. Yeah, there are. There's a lot of dumb questions, but it's just because you don't know yet. Everybody had to start somewhere, I still feel dumb when we're doing the podcast because we are learning stuff all the time, and I swear to God, my internet, I get so excited because it's working really well, and then nothing.
Yeah.
Not a flipping thing. It's just working horribly. I started downloading an episode last night before I went to bed, and it's at 4% this morning.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, oh my God. But what's nice about the live feed is that it goes out as we're doing it, which is pretty cool,
That is cool.
So, we talked about religion. Let's talk about politics. Let's talk about all the stuff that you're not supposed to talk about.
I guess this is political. I saw something this morning, actually last night on the news and then this morning again. Henry Paulson, who manages I forgot not BlackRock, it's another big firm. He said that if Harris wins the presidential election, he's going to sell all of his stocks and put most of his holdings into cash and gold. And then Elon Musk texted something this morning and said that Warren Buffett from Berkshire Hathaway has already started that process in case of a Harris win. So it's just kind of crazy.
Every election, it's something screwy like that. I mean, when Trump was elected the first time, all those entertainment people like, oh, I'm going to leave the country. Well, they're all still here. So,
yeah, I know.
Talk is cheap.
No, I know, but I mean, with Warren Buffett, there's action going on, and we talked about this a month ago that he was divesting, selling a lot of the shares in different companies because he wants to.
How old is he, by the way? How old is that dude?
He's 85-ish, I think.
Let's go to our friend Gemini.
87.
How old is Warren Buffett? Guess he's sleeping. How old is Warren Buffett? All right, well, that sucks. That don't work. So don't use Gemini, I guess. Here's the other one. There you go. Bing with whatchamacallit. I messed around with a lot of stuff. I got to tell you why. Dismiss. Okay. Come on. How old is Warren Buffett?
Let me try Sarah.
Sarah would have found that out already.
How old is Warren Buffett?
Warren Buffett is 94 years old.
Whoa, you were way off.
Yeah, I know.
He was born on August 30th, 1930.
Looks like a Muppet.
Are you interested in learning more about his life and career, or
No.
perhaps his investment strategies?
I really don't want to know anymore. I'm good.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot he was in his 90s. So holy cow.
So yesterday I had kind of issues because I have my Android device Pixel hooked up to my computer, and then I decided to hook up all of Microsoft's products to both.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good thing. So a lot of texts that I probably text you did not get.
Oh, okay.
So last night I had to mess around with things, and I think everything's working pretty good this morning. Yeah, it says I'm connected, so we'll see how long that lasts.
Oh, that's
but
good.
Here's a crazy thing, Don. I got a question for you. How much did you pay for gas today? Or whatever day you went this week?
It was around 3:30, I think.
Do you know how much gas is in Greenville, Texas this morning?
It's probably in the under $3, right?
$2.47.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
That is.
Gosh, I wonder if there's an election coming up. Well, I don't know.
I heard about it in Austin. No, was it Houston? There was a fire at a refinery. Is that?
I didn't see that.
I think yesterday or the other day.
I should give my friend a call because they own 2 refineries.
That's right.
One in Mexico and one in McAllen, and see how they're doing. I meant to call her yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. So do you know what the big day today is in Buffalo?
What's that, Donny?
What the big day today is in Buffalo?
They're unveiling the Josh Allen billboard on not the Hyatt Regency, the
Statler.
The Statler Towers.
That was done. It's already up.
Ooh, you didn't get the right permit. Take that shit down.
I know. They had it lit up in blue lights last night, I guess.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, I saw some pictures.
My backdrop. Let's see if I can find it then. I probably can't. My backdrop, somebody posted a really cool picture. Let me see if I can find it again.
So anyway, today is this first day of training camp for the Buffalo Sabres.
You know what? I saw, like, I'm still hooked up to GR, and I saw that first they had Adams on, and they had Lindy Ruff. I didn't realize it was the first day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I thought it was like earlier in September years ago.
Well, they have now because they had the prospects come in, do training camp for them. They had a prospects tournament, but today's for the full team. It started today.
Mhm.
But one thing that I saw is, Ruff was on the ice. And for those that don't know, Lindy Ruff used to play for the Buffalo Sabres, but I think he started in 1980.
And this is the second time that he is our coach.
Yeah, second tenure. So anyway, during their drills and practices or whatever, like within the first 15 minutes, I guess, he blew the whistle, called everybody over because during their drills they were offsides, and he says you can't do that. he kind of yelled at them, and he says, "All right, let's get back to work, guys." And so that's a great thing. That's a great thing.
That's not the one I was looking for, Don. I was looking for the one that they do one. Somebody took it from a boat in Lake Erie.
Oh yeah, I did see that too.
And I saved it as my background on my computer now.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I thought it was pretty neat. But, just like typical Buffalo stuff. Oh, you didn't get the right permit on that. Oh, how dare you? Okay, first of all, Jamal Company has been pouring so much money into that building. Our reception was there, because my ex always wanted to have their reception at Statler Golden Ballroom,
really?
which we did. And it was beautiful, but I had to laugh because when dessert came out, it was baked Alaska. And all my old Polish relatives were like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. They were just amazed by it. And back then, I hope the food got better because the food wasn't good back then. I will say that. He'd be a great person to be on for Insurance Question Podcast, wouldn't he?
Doug Jamal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, he would.
He's buying everything in Buffalo. Has he bought you yet, Donny?
No, I'm not for sale.
No. Oh, but you can rent him. Call 716-541-4118, and we can give you prices and times for Donny Lowe. You can run him for the day, the afternoon, the evening. Waka, waka, waka. We'll see what happens that night. So, did you play tennis yesterday or Monday, Donny?
I'm sorry?
When did you play tennis, Monday or Tuesday?
I played Monday night.
And have you solved the mystery of the missing tennis racket?
I did. It was actually I thought I shared that with you. I solved that mystery.
Where was it? Was it in your
Saturday
car?
morning. Saturday morning.
Where was it?
I asked the clerk at the desk. It was a different person. I said, by chance, did somebody turn in a bobblehead tennis racket? And she says, oh, wait. She opened a drawer. Is this the one? I says, oh, that's it. That's it. So the other lady that checked for me, she just looked in there's like a basket there with a bunch of rackets. She didn't look in the drawer though.
So you should have said, Donny, you're like, oh, that's mine too, that's mine too. It's like you're going shopping and it's free.
No, I don't want to do that.
Donny's too nice of a guy to do that. I would do that.
So I got my racket. It's an older beat up racket, but it's what I use.
So last night I slept with the window open. It actually was that cool enough to do that. It got down to 69 this morning. 69! Woo! Woo!
It's been cool at night here in Buffalo.
Yeah, it's still going to go up to the 90s during the day the next couple days. I mean,
oh wow.
Thursday 98, Friday 99, Saturday 98, Sunday 94. I mean, and then it cools down on Tuesday. It'll be 89.
Wow, that's still hot.
And
that's hot.
No rain, Donny. No rain at all.
So
I make sure I water Queen Paula every morning just to make sure she's beautiful and grown. She's past like the roof eaves on
Really?
my apartment. Yeah, on the
So,
porch.
what are you gonna do wintertime?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to either donate her to somebody, or because I don't think she'll last inside. It's funny though, because when I did bring her inside, because believe it or not, I'm allergic to Queen Paula.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I'm allergic. I'm a snowflake. I'm allergic to everything. But when I kept on turning her when I had her I had her right by like the sliding glass window so she could get the sun, and she was like, "Oh, I'm getting wider. I'm gonna reach out for that sun." It's amazing, you know.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I'm not a big like plant guy, you know. Gardening for me is I cut the grass, you know. Raking the leaves is I cut the grass. Run that stuff over. Yeah. Some kid leaves something on my lawn, I cut the grass. Gone. Not the kids, like a ball or something.
Uh-oh.
The kids next door, I was always throwing balls over. Every once in a while, I'm like,
Those soccer balls are pretty tough for a lawnmower to handle, though.
you know what? If you pick it up high enough and put it right down on it, it
There
works.
you go.
Right.
There you go.
So, begrudgingly, I started listening to Howard Stern again.
Oh yeah, why begrudgingly?
Begrudgingly, I'm saying because I had SiriusXM for years. Because when I would split time between here, Philly, New York, you know, what was cool to me is because I could listen to the same radio station wherever I went.
Yeah.
Really, like in Warsaw, New York, going in and out of those freaking hills. Forget it. Nothing's happening there.
Yeah.
And I enjoy. You know, a lot of people like Howard Stern, and some people don't like him, but I do enjoy because he's just so ridiculous. And I'm like, I pay extra so I can get Howard Stern, and I'm like, he's never on. He's always on vacation. He's on like 3 days a week. I'm like, screw this.
Oh really?
So I was able to get it back, and I started listening. I'm like, first couple days, I'm like, nah. And there's another reason I didn't want to listen to him, Don.
Why is that?
He don't like us.
Yeah.
He doesn't like podcasters.
In Western New York.
No, he just doesn't like podcasters. Oh my God.
No?
Do you remember when that American Chopper TV show was on? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever watched it, but can you picture the dad? He had like the weird mustache and that.
Yeah. They worked on Harleys and that, right?
When I was living in Buffalo, I went to a gym in West Seneca, New York. And like once a month, there he is working out at the gym.
Oh, really?
Because his daughter, Kristen, went to school in Rochester. And I don't know what hospital she ended up getting a job at, but she works at one of the hospitals in Buffalo.
Oh, cool.
Because, you know, you look at somebody and it's like, is that really him? I don't know. You know?
Yeah,
But
it's
I
like, can't be.
he's the kind of guy, dude's got a kind of like distinctive look. So, you know, it's like, I don't think anybody goes out of their way to look like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure they say that about me and you, Don, when we
Yeah, I know. Like, was it Billy Gibbons with ZZ Top, right? The beards down to the floor practically.
Yeah.
Right?
Like the few times that I have been noticed in public, they're like, hey. And a couple times when we'll have like service people come into my apartment to do work or something. The one guy was like delivering something. He delivered like 10:30 night because it was heavy as hell. You know, I'm sure I was his last stop. And he looks over and he's like, hey, are you Eddie Buffalo? I go, yes, I am. You know, oh, that's cool. Blah, blah, blah. You know, so people are, I always kind of like watch, I still like watching the videos on the behind the scenes type stuff or like how it's made. You know, how do they make pasta? How do they make SpaghettiOs? How do they make this? How do they make that?
I like the series that they have on History Channel. You know, the food that built America.
That is very interesting.
Tycoons that built America. You know, whatever.
They talked about like Kellogg's and Post, what a war they had.
Oh
against
yeah.
each other. You know, the cereal wars.
even like Hershey's, and Wrigley's, and
Now,
that's pretty
did you
cool.
ever take the girls to Hershey's Park?
No, we never did that.
Because a lot of people before I went, they said, "Oh, well, this town smells like chocolate." You know how like downtown smells like Cheerios.
Yeah,
Hershey, Pennsylvania actually does smell like chocolate. And
that's not a
even
bad thing.
their lights are in the shape of a Hershey Kiss.
I did hear that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because me and Al went there for Guns N' Roses and the Pretenders, and
Ah,
I was super excited because, well, I was excited to see both of them because I never saw Chrissy Hynde before, and I'll
ah,
tell you, she did not disappoint. Her voice was fantastic. The band was on point, and then Guns N' Roses came out. Well, me and Allie went to the stadium in Buffalo in 2018 when they came. We had a great time. I think the band live opened up. We caught like the end of their set, and there was a lot of drug use there, so we didn't stay for the whole show.
I can
But
imagine.
we heard the songs we wanted to hear, and then we got out of there. So Guns N' Roses hits the stage, and they start playing. Slash sounds good, Duff sounds good. The whole band's like right on point. And then Axel opened his mouth.
No good.
Al says to me, "Dad, who's that guy?" I go, "Honey, that's the same guy you saw in 2018. He should have hung it up after that." Because he
Wow.
he was horrible. It was, I mean, the only other time that I saw a worse band with a similar situation, remember that band Whitesnake from the 80s?
Yeah.
With Tawny Katane rolling around the cars and everything. So I saw them in Syracuse. They were opening up, I think, for one of the times we went and saw Foreigner. And every 2 seconds, Don, it's like, yeah, you know the words. He was having the crowd sing more than he was.
Really?
It was just ridiculous, And
Yeah.
that is a beautiful venue in Syracuse. I think we've talked about this before. It's kind of like set up like Darien Lake. Many of our visitors have gone there, Six Flags Park. And the only difference is it's at the State Fair grounds it's
Yeah.
on. And they have the band shell kind of low, like you're up on a hill. And behind it is a lake. And it's just
Right.
beautiful venue,
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah, I've
remember
driven
Melody
by it.
Fair, Don?
Pardon?
You remember Melody Fair at all?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's funny. We were driving past there
Hated that
last
place.
week,
I
and
hated that
where
place.
it was. That was a cool place because the stage was in the round.
Yeah, and the chairs sucked. Remember,
Yeah.
they were like what do they call them? Producers' chairs, the foldies.
They were like basically like folding chairs,
Yeah, and they
wooden folding
paid all
chairs.
this money, and people just went there to drink because their wine vineyard or whatever the freaking wine garden. That's what I was trying to come up with. That word. It was packed. So I mean, you get into your thing, and I think I saw Johnny Mathis of all people.
Oh
there.
really?
And
We saw Bill
come on,
Cosby.
where is everybody? Did you? Oh, well, you're gonna get canceled now, John. All the comments by Donny Lowe are purely for entertainment, and they're only by him. He loves Bill Cosby. Put him pops.
It was a long, probably 30 years ago, I'd say, at least. I don't know how long. I don't know when it closed, but
I loved his cartoon when I was a kid.
oh, yeah.
Hey,
Albert.
Spider, I got a little song for you.
He
That's
was funny. I mean, some of his old skits are just hilarious.
Do you remember when they used to have those inspirational speakers come in? They like it'd be at the Odd or be at like different places.
Yeah, Zig Ziglar and
exactly. I took my guys at that time to one in Rochester, and Bill Cosby spoke there, and he was awful.
He was awful?
Yes.
You said, oh, really?
But someone else, you're not going to believe who I'm going to say this to, and I can't believe I'm saying, was the best motivational speaker I ever heard. He talked about sports. He talked about his business dealings. Terry Bradshaw.
Really? I could see him as being a great speaker like that. I'm trying to think if I saw him too in
And
Buffalo.
Jimmy Carter was supposed to go there too, but he never showed up.
So I
Zig
went.
Ziglar was there. Zig Ziglar's a good talker too.
Oh yeah, he's great. George H.W. Bush was there too when I
Was
went.
that?
He was one
I
of the
always
speakers.
get that screwed up. Is that the dad or the son?
The dad.
Are they
H.
both alive?
No, H.W. passed away. I want to say about.
Can't remember.
I
I know they were
don't even know
saying.
if it was before Trump was president or after.
I think like they were saying it's unprecedented that you have so many ex-presidents that are still alive at the same time.
So right now we've got Clinton,
Mm-hmm.
George W.,
Mm-hmm.
Obama,
Mm-hmm.
Trump, and Jimmy Carter.
Yep. Would you kill Biden already? Jesus.
Well, he's not an ex-president.
Yeah, pretty much he is. Pretty much he is, Don.
He's not an ex-president yet. So.
But yeah, I think that's a really interesting time historically.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But so here's one other big thing. You may or may not have caught this, but Tom Golisano was a multi-billionaire from
How old
Rochester,
is
New
that
York.
dude now?
I'm not sure, but so those that don't know Tom Golisano, if you ever heard of the company Paychex, he was the founder of Paychex.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, he basically saved the Buffalo Sabres from being dissolved or taken over by the NHL.
He made a poop load of money.
He did. He's a great businessman. But yesterday, he had a press conference, and he invited all these people from different nonprofits from Buffalo,
Wasn't
Rochester,
he at one point
Syracuse.
dating a tennis person, a tennis girl?
Monica Seles, I think it was.
Did they ever get married or anything like that?
No, I don't think they got married. It was either Monica Seles or Steffi Graf. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
But anyway,
82 years old.
82. Okay, and he's pledged, like, he's given millions of dollars in Rochester. There's it's called the Golisano Children's Hospital. There's Golisano Children's Hospital in Syracuse. There's a Golisano Children's Hospital, I think, in either it might be in Naples, Florida. Okay. But anyway, he announced that he is giving away over 5 years $360 million to all these nonprofits in Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse. No restrictions.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, that's incredible. That really is.
Oh God, this is from like 2014. The story, they were engaged in 2014.
What was it? Monica Seles or Steffi Graf?
Yeah, Monica
Seles. Okay.
Yeah. How do you say that? Seles.
Seles. Monica Seles.
You're a pickleball guy. I don't know this stuff.
Do you know that she was attacked on court?
By who?
In a match?
Got stabbed?
But yes.
I remember that. I didn't know who it was, but I do remember it happening.
Yeah, crazy.
Hey, be careful with your pager today, Don, when you're using it. Okay,
boy, I was wondering why I got EBI agency. Here's your official pager. I was like, we didn't order these pagers, did we?
It's an Arch pager. Remember Arch?
Yes.
Arch or Arch? I don't know. I don't remember. But my question was, why are they still using pagers?
They were using pagers because they did not want to be tracked through cell phones.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But imagine the technology they have, they can do that. And of course, all the, Debbie Downers like, well, they can do that to Americans on their cell phone. Well, I got myself a flip phone. I love it. I don't play in them games. I ain't got damn social media or anything like that. Let me tell you what, it works just fine if it's right in my pocket. I got to take that, that little pocket that they got on the Levi jean. I got to take Donny Lowe's picture out of it, and then I'm going to slide that bad boy right in there.
That's crazy, though. I mean, wow.
It's insane. It's insane.
Holy cow.
And it begs the question, if they can do that, what else can they do?
Yeah, I know. But I mean, talk about targeted, because they knew where they were going. They intercepted that shipment.
And they kept on showing the same guy, like,
yeah, in the grocery store, or
yeah,
the market.
getting his like fruit and vegetables and stuff, and all of a sudden he on the ground.
Yeah, but there's I saw some videos of like in the hospital, and there's a bunch of people, blood all over them, but I
saw
think
a couple of cars, like they must have been standing next to the car when it happened, or standing next to a car.
oh really?
Blood
Yeah,
all
I think 3
over.
people were killed though, right? Was it 3?
I'm not sure.
3 or 4? But
I got to be honest with you. When you texted me yesterday, I'm like, oh, this has got to be a bull story. I don't believe this, But then I clicked on like Fox and CNN and MSNBC, and they were all talking. I'm like, holy crap,
I know
that's insane.
that is insane. It's crazy
We're
world.
We're living in a really weird time, the way the world is. My dad used to always say, Don, especially with us being from Buffalo and having Lake Erie and Lake Ontario Bass, Eddie, I'm telling you, World War III is going to be fought over water. I'm like, it could happen, That's kind of crazy,
Oh, I know.
Just when you think you heard everything, like our job, just when you think you heard everything, you hear something else.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know. That was wild.
Well, we have to get to work, Donny Lowe. I
guess we should, right?
Have a little bit of fun before we got to work. So, if you like goofing off like me and Donny Lowe, we're the people to see.
We're the people to goof off with.
Yes. I'm your buddy Eddie Buffalo, and for Donny Lowe, make sure you watch our show at 12 o'clock today. What did we talk about today, Donny?
Oh, my goodness. I forgot already.
What's September, Goofy?
Oh, yeah. Life Insurance Awareness Month. We talked about Liam.
Mm-hmm. Whoever that guy is he one of the brothers from Oasis?
I don't know. Is he?
Your body is a wonder wall, Donny Lowe.
Man, that's Oasis. They're the ones that were
always kicking the crap out of each other, just like Jane's Addiction. That was crazy.
Oh, I know. My goodness.
Is that going to happen to me and you forever on stage? We're going to start duking it out?
No.
Probably me and Sassy Sarah. I could see that happening.
Maybe.
Yeah. Sir. So, all right, we're out of here. Check out our show at 12. Tomorrow, we're still going back and forth if we're going to do a live show or not for Donny Lowe's Potluck Thursday. I think so, the way my internet's being. That's the best.
Yeah, I think so. And that'll be a great one, too. So.
Yep. All right. Did you come up with a topic yet? Do you want to tease
it? Oh, yeah. It's a surprise.
Ooh, I like being surprised. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day and stay safe out there. Remember, life's worth living. Be good to yourself. Take care now.
Ciao.
What? Nah, I'm not even going to go there.